Hello and welcome, Align Tribe. I am Angie Love, an expert in the helping profession of social work, and I am here to help people on their spiritual, healing, and personal development journeys. I am the spiritual sis, the gratitude goddess, the manifesting mystic, and the energy empress. Thank you all in advance for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to follow along on this journey. And know that, as always, I'm so glad that you are here. In this video, I will be discussing 5 tips to combat imposter syndrome. Yes, we all experience it. If anyone tells you that they never have, they're simply lying or they're in deep denial, and that's okay. However, if you are experiencing this issue, stick around to learn the 5 tips of how I personally have combated imposter syndrome. So, number one, I keep proof folders. Yes, and I also have a proof corner. And this displays evidence of your accomplishments and the different things that you have achieved throughout your life. I personally have a corner over here with my degree and my professional pictures and all of my awards and things of that sort. I also have 2 folders that I keep under my desk of every certificate and award that I have received literally since I was in college. Not kidding. I have it. I have proof. So this has been helpful for me because I'm an introvert, you all. Yes, yes, yes. It's shocking to hear that because, well, I have a YouTube channel. But you got to understand, it's just me and my apartment and my phone. So this is easy for me. You put me in a room full of people and I'm going to crack under pressure. So, just kidding. I've done speaking engagements and it's been fine externally, but internally, I'm just like, I want to go home. So, as an introvert and someone who lives in their head, okay, in my head, I'm a Gemini too, so I'm just chatty in my head all day. I can really get in my own way and talk myself out of things before I even give myself the opportunity to embark on journeys for advancement and things of that sort. So I keep a proof folder to ground me in real evidence and hardcore proof that I am exactly who I think I am. Okay. And not to say that you need to have accomplishments and awards to feel that you're intelligent or that you're worthy or that you're a leader or that you have a purpose that you're fulfilling. But it helps. Just saying. I mean, it really does help. Um, it's also important if you want to keep like emails or like clip out news articles if you've been in the newspaper and things of that sort, just to kind of give you something to look at that is tangible. That's like, maybe I can go out for this higher up position. I have done this, and this. I've been recognized for A, B, and C. Perhaps I am ready to take on a bigger challenge. It's helpful for those types of things. This doesn't mean that you need to use it to boost your ego, to make other people feel bad about themselves if they don't have the accomplishments and awards and things that you have. Just be mindful of the strategy because it's all about your intent and how you go about it, right? Number 2, I tend to replace negative thoughts and thoughts of self doubt that stem from limited beliefs. And instead of things like looking around in a room and saying to myself, like, I don't belong here, I might reframe it to, I have a purpose in every room that I enter. Powerful, right? Powerful. I've worked in a lot of systems and a lot of organizations, nonprofit, government organizations, and things of that sort. And I have never really felt like I fit in those types of environments. And I think that's a good thing. I've never really tried to fit in. I just want to do a good job and do impactful work. That's what I care about. I don't really care about fitting in with people in environments. But it would be nice to work in an environment where the culture of the agency aligns with my goals and individual and professional mission, um, and values. That would be helpful because then I wouldn't feel as though I don't fit in, if that makes sense. However, when I shift my thought process from fitting in to fulfilling a purpose, I have a purpose everywhere. I lead with purpose, right? My testimony is a purpose. The impact that I want to have in communities and with families and young people, there's a purpose there. Like I have a purpose. So if I just focus on my purpose and charge forward to bring about impact and change, I'm at peace with that. I sleep like a baby. I don't need to fit in. And quite frankly, in most places, I'm honored that I don't, right? So, number three, it's important to learn continuously. Oftentimes, we feel that when we become an expert, and I use quotation marks because I mean, are you ever really an expert? You can't know everything. You might be an expert at the expert level in your field. For example, I have my doctorate degree in social work, so I am considered an expert when it comes to my field in my particular area, which is child welfare. But do I know all that there is to know about child welfare? No. Will I ever know that what all there is to know about child welfare? No. But I am considered an expert in my field because I've done a lot of research and I worked in child welfare and I'm a product of child welfare as someone with lived experience in the foster care system. So there are levels to this. There are levels to everything. And I am considered an expert on various different levels. But that does not mean that there are not opportunities for me to grow, to improve my skills, to expand my knowledge, right? So I am constantly learning and being open to learning. And I think a part of that is also being open to learning from everything and everyone. There are people who will get to certain points in their career or education and they feel like I can't learn from people who are not where I am. And that level of ego is not only dangerous, it does people a disservice because you really miss out on the opportunity to gain various perspectives and to be enlightened and to really grow your skill set and your wisdom. So that is how I continue to learn and to grow and to evolve, um, and to really combat imposter syndrome because all of this is about owning your light. Yes, I am talking to you all about owning your light. Meanwhile, I am a person who doesn't really own their light. Yeah, I would say that. I'll be honest about that. I don't own my light in a way that I really could. I don't. I shy away from the light. I shy away from the limelight. I'm just like, yeah. Um, I am a person who I'm colorful, I'm pretty, I'm shiny, I show up. But at this stage of my life, I'm done performing, so I don't want the spotlight. I am the star in everything that I do in my mind, anyways. I'm the star. Leo Moon energy. I'm the star. That's just how I feel. It's the Angie show. That's just how it is. But at the same time, even as the star, I don't always need to have the spotlight on me, if that makes sense. Sometimes I'm just like the silent star. I'm just like there. I'm like the supporting star, but really the main star. But I'm just there, if that makes sense. So I am working on owning my light. It is not comfortable for me as an introvert to do that. But maybe if you're interested, we can be on this journey together. Number four, the reality is that most people experience imposter syndrome. Again, if they say they haven't, they may lack awareness. They may lack the ability to tell the truth, but the reality is everyone experiences it. So we should normalize it in the sense of nothing is wrong with you if you felt this way. If you've been somewhere and you're wondering like, how did I end up here? How did I end up with this opportunity? Oh my God, everybody around me is so much more smarter than me. There's so many have more experience than me, or I don't really know as much as they know with this particular area. Like, what do I do? What if they find out that I don't know? Like, are they going to think I'm stupid? Are they going to think I'm not qualified? Are they going to think that I don't belong here? Wait, do I belong here? If you have not experienced that, I would like you to comment below. I'd like you to comment below if you haven't experienced that. It happens. The goal is not to make it not happen, because it's going to happen. The goal is to have effective strategies to combat it when it occurs and when it happens, to silence it, to minimize it, to shrink it, so that it does not grow, so that it does not overtake you, right? That is the goal. Lastly, number 5, I think of all the things I have overcome in my life. I write them down, I journal them, I list them. I literally reflect on this at least a few times a week. Not only does it ground me and keep me somewhat humble, because I'm not really humble. People brag about having humility. I brag about having empathy and compassion, but I have been a person that people have tried to humble my entire life. And at my big age of 34, you can't humble me, respectfully. Like, I'm exactly who I think I am. And on the days where I forget who I am, I have community. I have people around me. I have my accomplishment corner. I have my achievement folders. And I will return back to remembering who I am, even when I stumble away and forget. But I don't like the idea of being humble, because it gives me a sense of shrinking yourself and not showing up fully, boldly, and proudly, authentically in who you truly are. And I just don't support that. So I really do think about all of the things that I have overcome, and I look at whatever I am facing as something else that I will soon add to that list in the future. Because if I have overcome 100% of the things that have stood in my way before, you do the math. 100% of the things I have overcome. So what makes me or anybody else think that I can't overcome another thing? The odds are definitely in my favor. I'm definitely going to overcome it. I just need to wait on it and think of my strategy, right? And get to it. So those are my 5 strategies of how I combat imposter syndrome on this journey to owning my light. Again, it's a journey for me. It's not something that I'm completely comfortable with, but I am getting there. I am working on it. It is in progress. And I look forward to when the day comes where I fully own my light. However, the day is not here yet. But I have continued to work on grounding myself and reminding myself that I am worthy, I am deserving, and everything that I have, I deserve. And everything that I am meant to be, and I am worthy in this form and in all forms that I have been in, and all forms that I am going to be in the future. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. And remember, the way to support this content is to like, share, comment, and to subscribe so that you are notified when new content is available. Let me know what topics you all would like to hear about in the comments, and let me know what resonated from this video. What are your thoughts? Do you have differing opinions, similar thoughts? Let me know. And as always, remember, love is the highest frequency. May you center it and align your life path to embrace it daily. Peace and love. I'm a goddess in her prime, superwoman, I am divine. Don't play with me, don't cross that line. I'm a goddess.